What's up, everybody? Great value Thor here. We're gonna do a tier list video today. As you can see, I have this set up right here. I've never done one of these, but the other day my good pal Justin, or Samaritan, who plays with me often, was yelling at me for not making videos more to this nature. Obviously, these are all my opinions, so, you know, feel free to disagree in the comments. That's why these videos are great. All right, what do we got first up? We got Tyrant. I have Tyrant first here. I have 16 maps, which isn't exactly all of them, but a lot of them anyways. We're gonna be focusing on the ones that are decently common. Tyrant, you know, this map came out at some point during Halo 5. I can't exactly remember. It was post-launch. You know, I don't hate this map. I don't think it's a great map. Most of the combat seems to happen over towards the snipe side, you know, kind of just looking at you know, those long angles. So I think you know, Tyrant's not the worst. We're gonna scoot it up to a C tier. That seems appropriate to me. You know, I don't hate it. I'm not gonna dodge it if I get it in matchmaking, but I certainly don't love it. All right, what do I got next here? We got the Rig. The Rig is one of the most commonly played maps, I feel like, in this game. It's in the competitive settings. It's in pretty much every single playlist. The Rig, also in my opinion, is a great map. It's really, I can't say well balanced because red team spawns with an advantage in pretty much every game type, but I like the way the map lays out. You know, in the good moments of the game, it flows pretty well in my opinion. So we're gonna give, where is this thing on here? Oh, here we go. We're gonna give Rig an A tier. I think it's an A tier map. You can disagree with me, and that's fine, that's fine. I know a lot of people don't like the Rig, so, you know, I don't know. Truth, next up. Truth, I mean, what can I say? Truth is, in my opinion, the best map in the game. It's symmetrical, it's arena style, it's a rework of Midship, which is, of course, an all-time Halo favorite. In my opinion, I just think the best matches play out on Truth. Usually, the better team wins because the fights are pretty balanced. Each base is the same. Obviously, one's red, one's blue. What else can I say? I love it. Capture the Flag on it's great. Slayer, you know, I don't like Slayer that much as a game type, but it's still pretty good. So, you know, Truth gets the S tier, no question. Oh, Stasis. I don't have a lot of great things to say about this map or Torque, but we'll save our Torque talk for when we get to Torque. Torque Talk. Is that app all the young people are on? Stasis. This used to be in the competitive rotation. They got removed for a reason. You know, it's snowy. You get these matches. I play this playlist, or not this playlist. I get this map a lot. You know, sometimes I'm playing things that aren't just the HCS playlist. I get Stasis. Stasis is not amazing. I'm gonna put it at a D tier. I'm gonna put it a step below Tyrant. Would I rather play Stasis or Tyrant? I'd rather play Tyrant, yeah. I don't need to overthink this. I know where I'm putting these things. We're looking at Eden. Eden's a really good map. I think Eden Strongholds is one of the most big brain game types we see in rotation. I like Eden for free-for-all. I like it, well, you know, in doubles. I like it for doubles, but, you know, it's not in the current doubles playlist. Yeah, I think it's good. I don't really like it for Slayer with 4v4, so I guess that's the one place that I don't really like it, but a lot of great movement options. I think it's a great map for most playlists. So I'm gonna give Eden, I'm not just trying to make this symmetrical, but I'm gonna make this a B tier because that is how I feel about it, 100%. This isn't about just making this look pretty at this point. Coliseum, obviously another one of the most played maps. You know, this is in quick play alongside Truth and Plaza, so those are absolutely some of the most played maps. Coliseum's a great map. I really like it. I don't think it's the best map in the game, but it's definitely up there, and I think it'll age well. I think when we look back on some of the old Halo maps, this will probably be one that we really like. Well, what do I know? I'm gonna give it an A tier. I feel like it's really good, and I certainly am never disappointed when I get Coliseum. Torque, oh baby, now we're here. Okay, so first of all, this picture you can see right here is bright as shit, which is exactly how this map is the entire fucking time you're playing on it, because you might as well pull up with your sunglasses. You can't see anything. They took the brightest map that they've ever made, which is just an eyesore, and I really don't like it. They, you know, they made it sometimes better because they updated it, but you only get that sometimes. It's just like Regret. You can get the old version of Regret, which is really bright and gross. It pulls up sometimes. They made that snowy, which makes it even more white. Now, Stasis doesn't hurt your eyes, but it takes a shit map. I think this has one of the poorest designs. I could write a 10-page essay on this. I hate this map. I hate it. I hate the silos that shoot up and down, the shotgun hallways. They made 2 big lanes with no real incentive to get top mid because top mid's not a power position whatsoever. So top mid's basically just this dead zone, as is bottom mid. It basically is just this weird 2-lane map. I hate it. And Stasis, they just took that and like twisted it once and put snow on it, and but you know what? It's going, you know what? I'm putting this at F. I hate this map. Stasis is much more playable. I respectfully put this at a D tier because I do believe Stasis is a D tier map, because it's not anything serious. If this was like in competition, then I'd put it even lower, but since it's just like a social thing, it's fine. This is also a social thing, but it's that bad. I hate it. Plaza, I mean, I think this is another big fan favorite. You know, this map's good. There's just so much great about this map. So many nice movement options, so many great areas to fight in, a lot of really good game types on it. I mean, Plaza's great. I think most people would agree. There's really not much to say. Definitely, I think, again, gonna be a map that we look back on and feel really good about, but not quite S tier in my mind, just because shit, Plaza might be S tier. Yeah, I'll do it. I will do it. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm confident with that. I feel good about it. Molten, Molten, they brought this map in as a rework of the rig, and they basically took the rig and made it really small and then put a bunch of lava in it. I know a lot of you guys have played this map. It's not great. It really isn't. You know, if you're trying to take a game super seriously on it, you can quickly see the flaws in the map design. And you know, not every Halo map is supposed to be meant for like super high level competition, but even to that point, the spawns are really predictable, the power points are really powerful, and I don't love this map. But even so, I don't hate it that much, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. I'm gonna put it right down there with Torque. They're not Torque, Tyrant, excuse me. They really are in the same category to me, and I think they came out about the same time. The absolute echelon of the rework maps, like, this is Overgrowth came in at a time before Overgrowth showed up. Halo 5 was basically non-existent. Overgrowth reworked the way that people looked at Overgrowth and Halo 5 and Plaza, but mainly Overgrowth. It was such an amazing map that it breathed new life into Halo 5. It's about as long as I can do that. I gotta this one is also an F tier. Fuck Overgrowth. Mercy, we got Mercy. You know, when they first announced that Haven was gonna get reworked into Halo 5, super excited about it. The aesthetic choice that they went with, initially I was a big fan, but when I play on it, it just feels gross. I don't like it. But also, most importantly, I really just don't think the Haven design from Halo 4 works with Halo 5's movement. A lot of the fights happen at the stairways. The verticality factors don't work as well with Clamber. I think it doesn't work. I don't like it. So I'm giving it an E. All right, here I have Fissure, which is in the HCS playlist as well as the Slayer playlist and a lot of the others, but it was originally introduced. It's obviously a Forge map, but as a map to increase the HCS map pool to kind of give more maps for more game types. This one was specifically designed for oddball. That said, I know a lot of people don't like this map, but I think this map is actually pretty damn good for the game type. You know, it's a Forge map, so there's a little bit of frustration. Sometimes your movement doesn't exactly work as intended, but that said, I don't think it's that bad. So yeah, I am gonna put on the same level as Eden, but you have to think, most of the time that I play this map, I am playing HCS playlist and I'm playing the oddball game type, and I just personally don't hate that game type. All right, this is a look at Regret, and I went ahead and grabbed the bright picture to kind of look at what I'm talking about earlier. This is from the beta, as you can see right here, but this will also sometimes load up when you play Regret. You get the super bright lighting, and it literally feels like you need to put on sunglasses. That had, like, Torque had the same effect. But besides all that, I just wanted to talk about that for a second, but Regret, it's a fantastic map. I really like Regret. I think it's a great 2s map. I think it's a great 4s map. It's just a Slayer map, and that's the way it should be. Sometimes maps are designed just for Slayer, and I think this map does a great job of it. It's a frustrating map to learn, I feel like. It's very punishing, but when you do learn it and you feel like you kind of have your routine on it, you're kind of feeling good about it, you know what you like to do on it, then I really like it. I'm putting it A tier. because that's how I feel. Fathom, most notably known for Fathom Flag from the HCS playlist. It has been added and removed and added and removed, and now it's currently added, but by the end of Halo 5's big tournaments, they weren't doing Fathom Flag in the rotation. I like Fathom Flag. I understand that there are a lot of stalemates and this and that, but honestly, as I've found more recently, the meta's developed where there's less stalemates. People are so much faster that caps seem to go in quicker, and there's less time for people to kind of counter, though it does happen. I'm going to put Fathom at a B tier. That seems about right for me. Riptide here is the rework of Fathom. They basically took Fathom and made it look really pretty, but they made it play like dog shit. That's the one that's just gonna squeeze right on down here next to Stasis. And the last one we're gonna look at is Empire. Empire is a tiny map. It's the sister map of Eden, or however you would call that. I don't know. One's a rework of the other. They're both very similar, but this one's more of an arena style, smaller, close quarter combat, smaller spaces. It's got one game type in the HCS playlist, and that's Strongholds. I know that the most popular opinion is that Empire Holds is trash and nobody likes it because it's all just a dog pile into the pit hill right in the middle of the map, and everybody's just throwing grenades over and over, and that's basically just how it goes. But the way I feel about it, I personally like it because I like that game type, and I think it's another one that if you can play it pretty well, you can start to get some good stuff on it. Now for doubles, it's absolute trash, and that's why I put it a B tier. It would be an A tier if it weren't for that. But that's it. I got through all my maps. I guess I don't have a couple that I could put on here, but just off the top, Refuge, C tier. C tier, Refuge, C tier. Echelon, which is the other Forge map that you play oddball on with the Pelican, I would give that one a B tier as well. And I can't think of anything else. But yeah, this is my tier list. Given the same map pool, what would you guys set this in? How would you rank these maps? Let me know in the comments below. And we're getting really close to 50,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next one.